Tell me if you've heard this one before. You can't trust the civilian death toll in Gaza because it comes from the Hamas-run Ministry of Health. This is a line that pro-Israel members of Congress have been using for a while now to cover up the genocide in Gaza. But the House just took action this week to make sure that nobody in the government can cite those numbers. Congress is currently debating the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act. This is a $900 billion bill to fund the Pentagon. But within that, tucked away, was a provision that would prohibit anybody in the government from citing civilian death toll numbers from the Palestinian Ministry of Health. But they didn't exactly say that. They say the Pentagon cannot cite as authoritative in public communications fatality figures that are derived by United States designated terrorist organizations. So it's a long way of saying that they are not going to cite the Gaza Ministry of Health. But the thing is, these numbers are reliable, and this comes at a time where Amnesty International just declared what Israel is doing in Gaza a genocide, citing specifically those numbers that show that Israel has killed over 44,000 people in Gaza. The NDAA now moves to the Senate, where it'll probably pass, but people like Bernie Sanders are speaking up and speaking out against it. He's pointing out that at a time where people are struggling economically, we just had an election where people said they needed economic support, the government is funneling $900 billion into the Pentagon. Here we are again, the government is prioritizing bombs and destruction over help and economic aid. We're going to be tracking the NDAA at the Intercept.com, where you can read this story and a whole lot more.